Right now for Ask the Expert, we're talking about an often forgotten part of any good workout.
Of course, that's strength training, which I think just feels heavy. But personal trainer Allison Schnelle with the Kaizen Studio Fitness Center joins us live with more.
Okay, everybody who does their cardio, they run
right.
or they bike, but there are other muscles in the body that need to be brought into the equation.
I hate that.
There are. You know, a lot of times people say to me, how do you do it all? Because I have my cardio, which takes a half hour to 45 minutes, and my strength training, which takes, an hour, and I've got then your flexibility and your mobility work, and you talk about rolling out and stretching. How do you get it all? And really, what we want to talk about today is multi-joint movements.
Okay.
So really, where do you get your most bang for the your buck when you're doing your strength training program? Because it is really important, especially if your goals are weight loss and toning, which the majority of us, that tends to be our goals. So you can really get a little bit of cardio in your weight training if you're doing your weight training the right way. So things, when we're talking about multi-joint movements, we're not talking about mainly machines. So if you're in the gym and you're doing a seated leg extension machine,
That's very locked. It's very rigid.
It's very locked. You're also just isolating your quad if you're doing a leg extension. And if you think about even functional strength, you don't live your life just with one joint moving and one muscle group. So to engage more muscle groups and get more bang for your buck, you want to use multiple joints. So if you're thinking, okay, what do I do for my lower body? A multi-joint exercise would be hip, knee, ankle. That would just be a squat or a lunge. You can also string exercises together,
You're going
which
to take
we're
us to
going
the
to do
bar
at the
here.
bar. Yep. So one of my favorite series to do for a multi-joint complex is going to be just a series of exercises, and this you'll increase your heart rate as well, so you'll get some cardio. So it's going to be a squat, starting or just a deep sit. So it's a regular squat, bars in front of you. So now you're using your ankle, knee, and hip joint. I'm using my quads, my glutes, my hamstrings, all are involved. So you're going to do about 5 to 10 of those. From there, it's going to be an RDL, so shoulder blades together, unlock your knees. RDL into a bent over row. So again, now I'm using shoulder, elbow, getting a lot of back, getting shoulders, getting hamstrings. 5 to 10 there. And then your last one would be a squat into a press. So sit, stand up and press overhead. And this is a great full body
Because you're using
strength.
multiple muscle groups at the same time, you're getting the cardio and the toning.
Exactly.
together.
So if I did that, in a series, and I did 10 deep sits, 10 RDL with bent over row, 10 squat to press, my heart rate would be elevated. I also just engaged tons. I did quads, hamstring, glutes, back, shoulders, triceps, biceps, as opposed to just doing maybe just a straight bicep curl. So if you say, I've got 20 to 30 minutes I can get in the gym, I'm going to do a fast workout, you're going to get more if you're doing those complex multi-joint movements. You're also really working on your functional strength, because that's how we live our life. We live our life with multiple joints, multiple muscles engaged, and then when you're doing all those things, I'm also having to engage a lot of my stability muscles, so core, glutes, everything there, as opposed to just isolating muscles.
Don't have a bar, what do you use?
You can use a barbell, or you can use a dumbbell, you can use bands, you can use body weight would be fine, things like burpees, push-ups. Push-ups is a multi-joint exercise that you're using body weight, you're getting chest, triceps, biceps, all of those things.
All right.
Allison Schnelle, thanks for coming in. Got a
Thank
question for any of our experts. Here's how you do it. Email asktheexpert@tmj4.com. You can also send a voicemail to that number right there on your screen.
And coming up,